everyone, welcome back to Open. So our last guest is a jack of all lyrical trades, rapper, singer, spoken word artist, and also a Grammy nominated guitarist. And inspired by Tupac's How It Rose grew from concrete, hip hop and R&B style wordplay continues to influence his sound, allowing him to express himself authentically, free and creatively. He's performed all over the city. Everyone, please welcome Poetic Tour de Force, rapper, singer, spoken word artist, and Grammy nominated guitarist, Shakin Da World.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. Did I say it right this time?
Yes,
Shakin Da World.
Yes.
I don't know how I said it before, but it has to have that. Shakin Da World.
You gotta have that pizzazz.
Yeah, I know, because you're a lyricist and it's all about the play and language.
Yes.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations on your Grammy nomination.
Thank you. Shout out to J Rose. I love her to death. She's an amazing poet, amazing person, amazing friend.
You know, we had her here, so shout out to her. What is it, My Crumbled Thoughts?
Yes.
Yes.
Pieces of My Crumbled Thoughts.
It was part of her presentation, right?
Yes.
That the Grammy nomination was for.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you all.
Thank you.
And shout out to the New Rican Poets Cafe.
Yeah.
For breeding all of y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're like a champion of I don't know how many competitions. So walk us through your journey.
Oh, man, where does it begin? Elementary, middle school, I learned how to play guitar. Around like 8th grade, I went to like a private church school. So they had like a poetry extracurricular. And it was really cool. I was surprised that I liked something like that. Because growing up in the household, my brother was a rapper. My mom likes to sing, and my other cousin used to be a singer, songwriter, pianist, and then my other cousin that's in Detroit, he used to produce for like well-known Detroit rappers. So just being around them helped me, like mold me to who I am. Like I just love rap, I love lyricism, I love music, I love playing guitar. It's like therapeutic for me.
And the poetic form, right? So, because I think it's important that we have these conversations regarding the true, the foundation of rap, because it is poetry.
Yeah.
It is poetry.
It is basically.
It's just, it's done with a certain language.
Right.
Because it's almost like reporting out on the circumstances.
Yeah.
In a certain form, right? And I'm saying this because, the whole chaos with, or the controversy, I should say, with Kendrick Lamar, Pulitzer Prize winner, I might add.
Yeah.
and the fact that, people who are not from that culture don't really they don't understand it, or I guess some were saying they couldn't comprehend the language, right? And so when you hone in on just doing poetry and spoken word, do you play with the variation of languages?
I do. So funny thing enough with poetry, besides having your literary devices like similes and metaphors and alliteration and all that stuff, you create like low-key your own laws. So whatever you want to do, it could be with like some rhythm, it could be a cappella. You create your own pace. You have what we call a poetic license, which means you can do whatever you want.
Right.
So, yeah.
It rhythmically, the flow of it, whether it rhymes or not.
Yeah.
It can have its own chorus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the idea is that you're really sharing a story of a sort.
Yeah.
And then it's up for interpretation.
Yes.
Right? Unless you're being literal about it.
Right.
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 Which most of the time it's this metaphor involved, because then if not, it wouldn't really be poetry, right?
Right.
And so, all right. So here's the thing, though. You shared with us the guitar, your influences, and then let's talk about you and all these competitions. You're like a grandmaster of a sort.
Yeah. I've done poetry slams. I won Brick Poetry Slam in 2023. Shout out to Jive Poetic and Mahogany Brown. They host their Brooklyn Slam at Brick. It's an amazing venue.
Congratulations on that. That was recently too, right? 2023.
Yeah. Amazing venue. It's free. I recommend anybody to go there. It's super amazing. I did some like Nuyorican poet slams as well. Competed against like really great poets out of New York, so it's amazing. Um,
And the
and
slams are like a real serious competition,
yeah,
right? And you made it to the Grand Slams, right?
yeah,
Finalists?
yes,
Yeah, I see, I did my
yes,
homework. But the idea is that you're in the environment
yeah,
of your nature, right?
yes.
And so now, what about the music aspect of it?
Um, I'm just literally out here every day with like there's local singers that always would like being accompanied by. So I've like accompanied some local singers and artists. I've done jam sessions, so like that helped me with musically find my niche with like what pocket I fit in or what's my style, and that helps because there's always artists at jam sessions looking for people to play for their live performances and concerts. So that helped me out a lot. And recently in November, I was able to play on tour with a band called Cool Company. We toured in DC, Philly, and Chicago, and it was amazing.
And what style music genre was that?
They're like funk, R&B, pop, and their music is really good. So I was honored to be able to be like, oh, I could play with you guys, cool. And I like had like a week and a half to like get their music together, and they had a whole lot of songs, and they trusted me, and I was like, oh my God, thank you for trusting me, and amazing experience. I'd do it again.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. You know what I really appreciate in what you're sharing is that you understand the value of collaboration,
Yes,
right? And you know, you do have to be really good at what you do in order for anybody to just trust you with whatever flavor you're bringing to the table,
exactly,
right? And that can only come from constantly exercising and
absolutely.
being open at the same time. Ba-dum-bum.
Dun, dun.
Oh my gosh. But here's the thing about doing gigs like that and touring. There's this what I call post blues, like post production blues. And
Okay.
so, what do you do in that time? I call it that. I used to be in theater, and you know, I would do a run, and we would become family, and it was like we were in each other's lives like for almost every day for like I don't know a month or so, and then boom,
Yeah.
it just disappears. What was that like for you?
Um, it was amazing. Just connecting with them. Excuse me. I would, I was low key scared because I'm like, they don't know me from a hole in the wall.
Right.
So I'm like, but they was inviting,
I appreciate
loving.
your transparency.
Yeah, I was like, I kept it like under compression, under pressure and composure, but I
Right.
was just like, ooh, y'all really trust me? I don't know you at all. But they was just so loving, and I'm just like, and every show we did, they're like, yo, you did great, man. I'm like, really? I did? You sure? But yeah, they did. So it was
And
amazing.
that experience, I'm sure, elevated your execution and your confidence, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Because you were like hired.
Yeah.
And you were touring professionally,
Yeah, yeah.
accompanying another group.
With their music, it's not even my music, so I had to learn their stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And so,
Yeah.
where are you with your music?
I have a song out called BYBO. Funny enough, I released it last year today, Valentine's Day.
Oh.
It's an R&B central song, so if anybody hears the song, it's you know, it displays a vibe, and however they want to use that song is however they want to use the song. A lot of people likes the song, and that song is about 5 years old now.
It's
So,
5 years old. Is it available on the streaming services?
yes, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Pandora, wherever you listen to. So yeah, and I do have music that is unreleased, and I know later today I'll be performing one of my unreleased because I have to get that mixed and mastered because I've been doing a lot. I've been performing for people and literally booked up every day, work, rehearsal, work, show, everything. So
So,
yeah.
how many people do you work with? Because it sounds like you accompany a lot of people.
I can't even count.
Oh my gosh, it's like that?
It's so many people.
Oh my gosh, life is so challenging for you.
No, but it's great.
You're like,
I
am
love
I
it.
here or there?
It's a blessing. Like literally.
No,
just,
of course, I'm teasing, of course.
Yeah.
It is a blessing. That's a big blessing. Good for you. But how many can you remember, more or less?
Like in total, it'd have to be like, I give it 60, 70.
What?
60 or 70.
60 to 70 different people that you a company?
Yeah.
Oh
of,
my
like,
gosh,
the
how
amount
do
of
you
time I've
even
been
fit
doing
that
this.
in your schedule? Like, how do you keep track of that?
I don't. I just I'm literally on go. And then I realized later, I'm like, ooh, there was a lot going on. So
And you have to shift.
yeah,
And so are you gigging every day?
about
Almost.
yeah.
Practically every day. That's a
Practically
good
every
place
day.
to be in as
It
an
is.
artist.
It's amazing.
However, just as long as you're balancing it out, right?
Ooh,
You
it's a
saw the
seesaw.
segment prior to this, right?
Yeah.
Silent mode, baby. Burn those candles.
Right?
Well, it's for restoration purposes.
Absolutely.
So are you in that place? Do you have that in your life?
In my life right now, I will say no, only because everything is literally on go. But I will get to that place where there will be like restoration, and it's like, all right, I can take some time before I get back into we on go.
Do you ever feel burnt out?
So right now, I don't know. But before I
Right,
have felt
because
burned
you're
out.
like so caught up. You're like, I'm in the rush, baby. I'm not even thinking about that right now. But at some
Yeah.
point, you do have to think about it because you want to keep going.
Yeah.
And that's the route to burnout,
Right.
right? You 60 to 70.
Yeah.
I'm like 60 to 70.
Yeah. In the time span of like from, I want to say 2021 till now. It was like
Okay.
60, 70.
Right, but
Yeah.
how many are you rotating right now?
Rotating right
Yeah.
now. I'd say about a good 5 or 6 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's consistent, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh my gosh, I gotta learn something new. Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's a wonderful place to be at as a musician, as an artist who is in different environments, and also you're still in development, and you still find the time to create your own stuff,
Yes.
right? Which is what you're going to be presenting for us today.
Absolutely.
What are you presenting for us today?
This is a song called Dear You. I made it technically for me, but some people resonate with it heavily because I'm not the only one that experienced or felt these things or like have these feelings. During the pandemic, there was a group of artists that would perform on Instagram Live, and we would perform for some influencers or famous people during the pandemic because we thought the world was coming to an end.
Right.
So we would do our networking like that, and I created that song because it was a lot of feelings during the pandemic and everything and stuff personal. So I made that for me to remind myself that, you know, everything is gonna be okay. You're valid to feel how you feel, and just keep going. It's a reminder to keep going for me.
Beautiful. And thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that. And I love that we continue to have conversations about, what I call post-pandemia. Because the one thing that it did for all of us, it definitely opened up our consciousness.
Yeah.
Whether you were a conscious being or not, it definitely amplified it. So to hear you share that, and for all of us to be in the situation we're currently in 2025, I
Yeah.
think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be all right.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to you sharing that with us and our viewers.
Thank you.
After the break. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Everyone, once again, Shakin Da World. All right. And don't go anywhere because Shakin Da World is going to shake up the open artist stage after the break that you don't want to miss. Hey everyone, welcome back here now to perform Dear You. Let's give it up for Shakin Da World.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry my phone on Do Not Disturb. Been going through some things I really didn't deserve. So for the meantime, I've really been on reserve so no one else can get hurt. I say I'm blessed, but I feel cursed. That's what I tell myself when I really should ask for help. But who you turn to when all you had was yourself? When they feel you, but your emotions was never felt. I was there for a girl who wasn't there for herself. And I'm wondering if I did the most. Man, I really should have went ghost, but she beat me to it. You say you sorry and you love me, but ain't changed the situation. You ain't sorry, you manipulating. Dear you,
Yeah, you. I peep the way you haul. This is something that gets you moved. Life been rough. Chillax, let it be smooth. Smoother than cocoa butter. I know you came from the gutter. Don't let them list you as other. Cause they're just another. Listen to me, brother. Get over them digits under. Be great. Most heroes don't even wear a cape every day. I tried to right my wrongs. They won't erase. Remember, this ain't a race. Everyone has their pace. If you thought this happens overnight, homie, you lace. Yeah, it's your own fault. The homie, pick up your face. This is something you embrace. Shush your faith. Have faith. Don't rush. The greatest to do it had to wait. And when you're down, know that you want to come up, elevate. Don't worry about they drip. Make sure you hydrate. And when things don't go right, don't go left, alternate. Look, oh, you thought there was a chorus to the song? Nah, we refrain differently when you on. Wrote this in my epitome. Had a little epiphany. Never needed empathy. Creating bars originally. It keeps me alive when life is killing me. I had to black out white supremacy. Literally depending me. Had to depend on me on my enemy. Trying to put an enemy. They don't know I'm a killer, B.
Shakin Da World, yes. Once again, Shakin Da World. Who also, you guys, is going to be hosting the Troublemakers Open Mic Brunch on Saturday, February 22nd, between 12 and 3 p.m. at Sanger Hall, located at 4820 Skillman Avenue in Sunnyside, Queens, New York. Be sure to check out Shakin Da World on Instagram at Shakin Da World. That is our show today, mi gente. Thanks to all our guests for coming through, to your viewers for tuning in. If you missed any part of the show, you can check out this episode throughout the weekend. It's 24 hours a day at BronxNet.tv. I'm Rina Valentin, and from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide paz, prosperity, y amor. Happy Black History Month, mi gente.